Hi, I'm Shawnna Riggers, Managing Attorney at Arizona Family Law Attorneys, and today I'd like to talk to you about attorney's fees. So one of the biggest questions we always get is, does the other side have to pay my attorney's fees? So in family court, the rule that governs this is Arizona Revised Statute, which we all say as ARS. It's 25-324. So feel free to look that up. If you just Google ARS 25-324, it will come up. And on the Arizona Legislature's page, there's a free resource where you can look up all of the Arizona statutes. So there are two ways that you can get your attorney's fees paid by the other side. The first is by a disparity of income. That is super obvious, and it needs to be a pretty big disparity of income. It's not going to be the difference between, $15 and $17 an hour. It would be more like the difference between $15 and $30 an hour. The statute does not list out a specific ratio difference of when you qualify, so it's going to be up to the judge to decide in every single case, and every case is going to be different. But it is something that if you do have a big difference in income between you and the other spouse, make sure that you at least ask for it. As long as it's reasonable that you're requesting it, it shouldn't be an issue. The court obviously is going to base things on reasonableness, and that is factor number 2. Has the other party taken an unreasonable position in this matter that caused you to have to pay more attorney's fees or costs in your case? And this is also going to be on a case-by-case basis. Statutes are very general, so the court has to basically use those as the framework to make decisions for every single specific family. But let's say a common reasonable issue is one parent is asking for sole legal decision making, but there's no basis for that. The other parent doesn't have drug or alcohol abuse issues, they have a safe place to live, they have appropriate child care plans in place, but the other person really just wants to have sole legal decision making. Well, that might not be a reasonable position, and there's a chance that the court could find that. And if the other side wants to take that all the way to trial, it's going to be up to the court to decide on whether or not the increased attorney's fees that the person had to pay due to the other person's ask for sole, are they going to award that or not? The way that they do that is your attorney would need to submit an affidavit of the attorney's fees that they have charged and that have been paid by you. That's going to include information about them, their background, how much they charge, and then also copies of all of the invoices that you've paid. So it is definitely a detailed process, but in certain situations, you may be able to ask for that. We personally always just ask and make sure that the information is in there. In the event that one party is unreasonable, you've at least then pled it before the court, and it can be decided at a later time. If you have questions on this or any other issues surrounding family or juvenile court, please feel free to give us a call here at Arizona Family Law Attorneys, where we provide peace of mind as there is no substitute.